Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Buddy Hield's fiery form in Warriors Kings ignites social media buzz. When the Golden State Warriors signed Buddy Hield in the offseason, it was no secret what they expected to get from him. On Wednesday evening, Hield gave that to the Dubs, as he lit up the score sheets with a scintillating display of great shooting from behind the arc during a 122-112 win against the Sacramento Kings. Hield came off the bench and went off for 22 points on the strength of a 6-4-7 shooting from behind the arc, 8-4-9 overall. Perhaps the best part of his performance is the fact that he made all those points in just 19 minutes. Hield did not just set the nets on fire versus his former team, he also had folks on social media buzzing. Better than Clay, said X, formerly Twitter, user Alphanstoto. Should be starting, chimed in at RealClash11. Buddy Hield is unstoppable, posted at Jahashmi99 after Hield knocked down his first 7 shots in the game. The Warriors' sharpshooter has sunk his 5th three-pointer, going a perfect 7-7 from the field, scoring 19 points in the preseason matchup against the Kings on ESPN. Hield's scorching hot start has Golden State fans buzzing. Buddy Hield out here shooting like the hoop insulted his entire family, exclaimed at NaveenFazy_. The man's making the net look like it owes him rent money. Hield, who will turn 32 years old in December, is a career 40% shooter from deep. Hield, who was taken in the first round of the 2016 NBA draft by the New Orleans Pelicans before being traded to the Kings the following year, is known for his ability to drain shots from the perimeter above everything else that he can bring to the table. With Klay Thompson and the Warriors parting ways in the offseason, the Dubs can turn to Hield for more of their shooting needs. Of course, Golden State still has the greatest shooter in the history of the game in the form of 2-time NBA Most Valuable Player Stephen Curry, but it's still important for the Warriors to give him enough support, especially since the 36-year-old superstar is entering his 16th season in the league. Speaking of Curry, he had 13 points on 5-4-8 shooting from the field with 3 three-pointers in the win over Sacramento. Sign of things to come? Warriors shoot the lights out against Kings. The Warriors drained 28 three-pointers in their 122-112 preseason win over the Kings. They previously made a franchise-high 27 threes in a playoff game against the Thunder on May 8, 2021 and a regular season game against the Blazers on April 9, 2023. While the 28 threes won't count as a franchise record since it was a preseason game, the Warriors executed the run-and-gun offense that made them the most exciting team of the late 2010s and early 2020s, giving head coach Steve Kerr a lot to be excited about ahead of the 2024-25 campaign. After Wednesday's game, Kerr acknowledged that the Warriors have the personnel, unlike the previous few seasons, to be able to attempt over 50 threes per game on a nightly basis. We're not a team that gets to the free throw line much, Kerr said, via 95.7 the game. So, it'd be hard for us to win games unless we shoot a high volume of threes. What I like about this team, even though we lost Klay Thompson, we have more shooting depth. We have more guys who can step in and make threes from one night to the next. So, it'll be a big part of our team for sure. To Kerr's point, Golden State's shooting depth was bolstered by the off-season pickups of Buddy Hield and DeAnthony Melton, who combined to shoot 10 of 16 from 3 on Wednesday. Furthermore, Jonathan Kuminga, 4 of 7, and Brandon Podziemski, 2 of 4, shot the deep ball confidently after being inserted into the starting lineup. The two youngsters are expected to take on a much larger role in the Warriors' offense in light of Thompson's exit, a point Kerr has stressed repeatedly. Speaking of Kuminga, the 22-year-old was shocked when informed that the Warriors would have set a franchise record if Wednesday's game was a regular season affair. The Sacramento Kings lost their first preseason game to the Golden State Warriors, 112-122, as the team from the Bay deployed their run-and-gun offense to the tune of 28 made threes, the most they've made in a game. On the other hand, New acquisition DeMar DeRozan went a perfect 6 of 6 for 15 points, a good portent for things to come in the new season. However, a slight worry came up as Malik Monk left the game early for personal reasons, though Mike Brown quickly updated fans after the game. There's no level of concern. He's fine, Brown told the press, as shared by Fox reporter Vanessa Romo on X, formerly Twitter. He left for personal reasons. I'm sure he'll be at practice tomorrow. Proposed trade sends Zack LaVine to the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are expected to stay active in the trade market in the coming months. Mike Dunleavy Jr. will undoubtedly explore any potential opportunity to give Steph Curry a new All-Star level running mate ahead of the February 6 trade deadline. However, the front office has shown that it's not willing to break the bank to get a deal over the line and that any potential trade must make sense for their future as well as improving the current core. According to Dan Favale of Bleacher Report, one potential trade that could make sense for Golden State is swapping Andrew Wiggins for Zack LaVine. The Chicago Bulls are reportedly keen to part ways with the two-time All-Star, and he would provide additional ball handling and scoring to the Warriors roster. The trade proposal looks like this: Bulls receive Kevin Looney, Gary Payton II, Andrew Wiggins, a 2026 second-round pick via ATL, and a 2028 second-round pick via ATL. Warriors receive Zack LaVine. The Warriors. LaVine is owed around $138 million over the next 3 years, Favale reasoned. This package is almost a dollar-for-dollar match, so the 2024-25 payroll isn't a concern. But his price point is something they'll have to reconcile going forward as they prepare to pay Jonathan Kuminga and, potentially, Moses Moody. My professional advice: you have Stephen Curry. Make the trade now, boost your immediate standing in the Western Conference, and figure out the financial logistics later. Whether LaVine's value has fallen far enough for Chicago to accept seconds and longer-term cap relief is debatable. Or maybe not. LaVine would probably be on another team if there were a market for his services and contract. LaVine is a capable shot creator who could ease the pressure on Curry's shoulders. He's also proven to be a reliable playmaker and off-ball threat during his time with the Bulls. Throughout his 7 seasons in Chicago, LaVine has averaged 24.2 points, 4.3 assists, and 4.7 rebounds, while shooting 52.5% from two-point range and 38.3% from three-point range. That type of scoring production could undoubtedly improve the Warriors' rotation. Nevertheless, Golden State's front office may choose to look elsewhere. LaVine's $215 million deal is somewhat of an overpay for his talent level, which could limit the chances he finds himself heading to the Bay Area during the season. Still, if better options do not emerge, Golden State could do worse than landing LaVine for the next few years. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Zack LaVine? Leave your opinion in the comments.